Hi, sixth grade. Welcome back. I hope that you're enjoying the insignificant events in the life of a cactus. Today, we're going to be working with the connections that we can make to the characters and the situations in this book to help us determine the themes that Dusty Bowling, the author, is intending for us to see and understand from this text. So let's get started. So today, we're really focusing on those personal connections to help us determine the theme of our book. So our first thing that I want to kind of review with you is what exactly is a text-to-self connection? Well, that's a connection that I make as a reader as I'm reading a book. So whenever I'm making these text-to-self connections, it's helpful for me to have stems whenever I'm writing about those connections. So I have some for you here. So my connection to the text is, this story reminds me of, I had the same feelings as Avon or Connor or Zion when, or something similar happened when. These kinds of stems, when you're thinking these things, indicates that you're making a text-to-self connection. You're really coming to where you understand your character, you're understanding the story, the challenges that they're facing, and this is part of the work that we're doing today. So then the other piece is just a reminder about theme. Remember that the theme is the message or the lesson the author wants you to learn from the story. And we had this great visual earlier in the year where we were talking about how just remember that the theme is the cream filling. So it's in the middle of the cupcake. It's kind of underneath these layers of other things hidden inside that cupcake. And in our case, it's hidden inside the book. So some famous examples are Little Red Riding Hood. Appearances can be deceiving sometimes. So remember, it's not don't talk to strangers or don't judge a book by its cover. Those cliches that we talk about, it's a little bit more about that. Appearances can be deceiving sometimes, okay? So as you read today, we're asking that you reflect. What are the characters learning that you have also learned in life? So relating what they're learning to what you've also learned, or when you've had to learn something, a big lesson in your own life. And then what is a challenge that you were faced with that your characters in the book also faced? So when you're doing this work today, we're going to have this great chart for you to kind of outline your thinking and organize your thoughts. So let me show you what that looks like. So we're going to be asking that you complete at least 2 boxes, meaning rows. Here, let me fix that real quick for you guys. So complete at least 2 rows. And so thinking about the connections, our first column is for the connections that I'm making. And then I can connect to this because, and then going on to what the theme is. So lessons the character is learning, challenges the character is facing. This one is about Connor learning something in the story. So Connor is learning he can eat in front of people and be comfortable. This is a very gradual thing, and Avon's helping him with that. So I can connect to this because I had the same feelings as Connor when I had to sit in the front row of math class. It made me so nervous because I wasn't very good at math. And here I am at the very front where I thought, everyone behind me could hear me making the wrong or saying the wrong answers or making mistakes on my paper. It made me so nervous. So I can understand Connor having trouble eating in front of people. All right, so thinking about the theme, what do I think that Dusty Bowling, the author, wants me to learn from this? You should not worry about what others think of you. Just be yourself. All right, so we're taking the lessons, the challenges, our connections, and then thinking about, well, what is the theme? What is Dusty Bowling wanting us to learn? All right, so another example, being a mom, I have Connor's mom is struggling to balance supporting Connor emotionally and financially. So this reminds me of being a mom who has to work to support my family, but I also have to help my children with homework and life challenges in general. It's a constant battle and a balancing act for the most part. So thinking about the theme, what do I think Dusty Bowling wants me to learn from this? Well, she wants me to learn that it's important to be there for your family in any way you can, no matter how small. All right, so you're taking those personal connections and developing, well, what could be the theme? in the story, or what am I noticing as the theme in this story? All right, so yours is right here. It's blank and ready for you. Remember to do at least 2 of those rows. And then here are your steps for today. So you're going to read today's chapters. Remember that you do have 2 days to do these assignments. So you have chapter 27, 28, 29, and 30. You're going to complete that the connections chart and then submit your completed chart. Enjoy the extensions, enjoy reading, and enjoy making those connections and thinking about theme.